Next week, we are going to get it. Ladies, enjoy this weekend because next week, reality hits. We're going to talk about next weekend the impending she-cession, the global reset, and what's about to actually happen to your real world marketplace. I'll give you a hint. If you don't know what's about to hit, I'll give you a hint. New York City has decriminalized the oldest profession in the book. The governor and the DA are no longer prosecuting ladies of the evening for plying their trades. Why do you think that is? The only people they might go after is the traffickers and the actual customers. But you go on WorldStar right now and you'll see business being done on a thoroughfare at a stoplight. Hand to God. And if you guys think that's a joke, you need to understand that when this unemployment stops, that $15 trillion they've dumped into the economy, it's over. You know how many women have not paid rent since the beginning of COVID? There's no more outs. All that rent's going to come due. People got to go back to work because school's going to be open. And when people go back to retail or the government or wherever their job is, because remember the demographics, 74% of women in our community make less than $50,000. It's that 74% that's going to hit the crunch because a lot of these people are not going to have jobs. Why do you think they decriminalized it? Y'all better understand what's about to come.
Shalom. I'd like to give all undergoing praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. And I get double honors to our apostles and elders, great millstone. Salutations to our sincere Akim, pushing his word out across the four corners of the world. Just a real quick lesson. I will listen to this Jake Kevin Samuels on his latest live show. And approaching to the latter end of that show, he was talking mainly to his women audience. And he stated how in New York they decriminalized the oldest profession in the world, which we know it as prostitution. But what really caught my attention when he stated it's about to be a global reset and how it's going to be an ugly, cold, bitter winter for these modern women. So that really caught my attention right there, because that global reset goes into the tabernacle of Edom, beginning with these elites, their NWO, this global transformation. And that's why David Rockefeller, who is an international elite banker, he stated at the UN Business Conference in September 1994, we are on the verge of a global transformation. All we need is the right major crisis and the nations will accept the NWO. And what is that right major crisis? This so-called pandemic. So this is their golden opportunity to reflect, to reimagine, to reset this current world, and more so going to this economic crash. And with this economic crash, of course, the dollar would be done away with, and they will start their new currency. And through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and just really you see throughout the news with current events, we believe that new currency is going to be the microchip, the RFID chip. And a lot of these modern, proud, strong, independent women are really going to catch it when all hell breaks loose in this society. And that's what he was bringing out at the latter end of the show. So this is Job 5:12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty, and that's going to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. He's going to disappoint the devices of the crafty, beginning with the tabernacle of Edom, these elites. They are not going to fulfill their NWO 100%. But Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is going to allow them to extend it for a good certain amount. In Isaiah the 10th chapter and the 5th verse, it stated how, O Assyrian, the rod of my anger, and the staff in their hands my indignation. And it goes into how the Most High is going to send him, referencing Esau, Edom, against that hypocritical nation. And that's speaking about to 2/3 of the nation of Israel. And it also stated how against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge. So Esau is going to be spiritually possessed by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua on the left-hand side. And he's going to be given the command to do the bidding of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And he's going to bring a whole lot of hell and turmoil to our people, especially the ones of our people that's not being spiritually aware of the times that we are in, which are the end times, these last days. And more so, these modern, proud, independent, strong women. Which leads me to Isaiah 32, verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. So a lot of these modern women are very comfortable in this westernization, which is like a dainty or a gift that was given to them by Esau Edom, that serpent that was in the garden, which he sold these women feminism, women's liberation. And that has totally destroyed the mindset of these modern women, because a lot of them actually and truly think that they would not need a man, especially if all hell breaks loose in the society. But we're going to test that theory very soon. So rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. And how do you give ear unto the Most High speech? By listening and adhering to his righteous prophets, the mouthpiece of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Verse 10, many days and years shall you be troubled, ye careless women. And another word for careless goes into stupid. For the vintage should fail, the gathering should not come. So that vintage goes into all this government assistance that was given to you by Esau Edom. So with this golden opportunity, hence this global reset, he's going to take all those goodies away from you. Everything that you was counting on, everything that you benefited off of and thought you was just an independent, strong woman, and how that deception has made you to believe that you are equal to a man, Esau is going to take that from you. More so, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is going to take that away from you, because as it says again, I will give him a charge to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire of the streets. So a lot of our people are going to be very troubled in these last days. And also going back to Kevin Samuels, he mentioned how a lot of these women haven't paid their rent since the beginning of COVID due to this CDC moratorium, and how they're going to be in need for a man. And that's actually biblical prophecy, linking up with Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter, how it says, the grinders cease because they are few, meaning these jobs, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. So this so-called American dream that a lot of our people had hopes, goals, aspirations, and objectives to obtain, it's going to become more dim, this so-called American dream, because at the end of the day, it's an illusion, which was sold to you by your arch enemy in the Bible. We wasn't set here in America to be prosperous as the Israelites. This bitter place was our punishment, the rod of our correction. So like I stated, he was saying how these women going to be looking for these regular men out here, but more so these women who's going to be very troubled in these last days are going to be looking for an elect Israelite man that's truly seeking Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And this is Isaiah 13:12. I will make a man, meaning an Israelite elect man, more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. So these are the true high value men in this society. And you go into the word value, it goes into moral worth, meaning having integrity. And the only ones that have integrity and that type of moral worth are known as value in this world, which are the chosen Israelite men that have the testimony of Yahweh. Just not any average Joe out here. And just to prove that, this is Malachi, the 3rd chapter and the 16th verse. Then they that feared the Lord spake often one to another, and the Lord hearkened and heard it. And a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared the Lord and that thought upon his name. And that's Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And the only true ones are going to be seeking the names of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua in these last days are the elect. As it says that the elect should praise his holy name. Verse 17, and they shall be mine, said the Lord of hosts, and that day while I make up my jewels, and I will spare them as a man spared his own son that served him. And you go into the word jewels, it goes into treasure, valued property. And that's how Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah look at his elect men. That's truly crying and sighing for all the abominations done in the midst thereof. In the book of Luke, the 18th chapter, the 7th verse, Yahweh Shah stated, should not the Most High avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him? So that pretty much wraps up this lesson. You know, that caught me off guard when I heard Kevin Samuels mention that at the latter end of his show about this global reset, because that's definitely the times that we are in. But of course, you see throughout the comments, you know, a lot of people just laughing, just playing along. But as it says, my people do not consider, because Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah actually put the spirit upon him to say that. And it went over a lot of our people's heads in that comment board. But their ignorance is going to be their demise. So I provide this out. You always edify with that. You always stay strong. Shalom.
Gentlemen, if you are a man and you've been consistently or thoroughly employed during the pandemic, you are an asset that's only about to go up, 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 up in value. If you are a woman over here and you got your ear to the ground, it is best that you start getting your deals done now. Because in September, men with jobs, 401ks, property, security, benefits are going to them average guys are going to start looking real good. Next week, it happens. And so, well, I'm good. I'm good. I got a job. And I want you guys to think about this. Think about the people you know who are working at an office job, who've been off, who have not been working, especially if they have children. Ladies, the world, single women, hear me now. The world has never been set up for single women. Women, the world is always, the economies have been set up for two people. The healthcare systems, the entire infrastructure has been set for couples. And whether hook or crook, they're going to force you back. Some options are going to be to get with a man. Hey, big head. Hey, how you doing? If you're lucky, you'll get it the old-fashioned way. If you're unlucky, you may have to go get a hey, big head. If you're really bad off, save me. And if you're really, really bad off, the bridge, the park, the tunnel. You know how many people I know with property who have caseloads like this that they just are waiting to take to eviction court? Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. They don't. Why do you think they decriminalize it? Because they're going to have to do something because there's no money left. And gentlemen, because you and I know there's no safety net for men, we live this way. Not to their detriment, women have not been told that the street waits for them. There's always something for them, especially if you had a kid. There's no more making a baby and go get another check. There's nothing. The coffers are empty. Hard times is coming. So,
I'm a PhD.
Student loans still gonna be due. But over here, winter is coming. That's right. Oh my God. Next week, winter is coming. Winter is coming, ladies. They just trying to scare us. They're just trying to tell us stuff. Winter is coming, ladies. They're just trying to scare us to make us go back with these rusty, busty, dusted, crusty musties. Winter is coming, ladies. You can't make me go back with one of you busted, crusty dusties. Winter is coming, ladies. Winter is coming. I don't believe in no winter. Winter ain't gonna scare me. Winter is coming. They always trying to predict doom and gloom and try to bring the woman down like she need to submit. See, he's promoting winter violence on women. You're out of your mind. Winter is coming. I can't stand him. He got the men over there acting like thinking like they got some options over here. We the shiznit.